Hi, welcome back. We're at our final segment, and I'd like to share just a little bit about the bookstore next door, Heining Company, rare and used books, and our critique group just did our annual press release photo there up in the Baker Street West, and it's very dangerous to set loose a group of writers and give them any costume, hat, jewelry, pipe, whatever they want, and tell them, do whatever you want, just, don't go on the bear rug. Okay. And so we had fun, and they're getting ready to finish the tea room, and Linda Hine will be announcing you can book teas there. Fascinating place, fascinating books. I challenge you to go and not buy a book. Good luck with that. They have music and calendars and cats, so you can move in for a day. Trust me. Bring your kids. They have kids section upstairs and downstairs. You can't go wrong in there. And the family's wonderful. It's family run and owned, and they're very helpful. So I'll see you there for tea. You can buy the tea. I'll buy the coffee. You can buy me the tea. We're going to kind of close down a little, and we don't have a lot of time as we close, so I'd like the ladies to kind of offer something here at the end where they share something they'd like to impart to you out there in TV land of their journey and where they're still going. Maybe your plans.
Please don't start with me.
Okay. Carlita, you're in the middle. Sorry.
Okay. Just to, if you are interested in writing, just to start doing it. There's really not a beginning place. It just depends on what you're feeling inside, what inspires you to write, what things there are to write about, and so take that on. Just have a little courage and put something down on paper. If you publish it, fine. If you don't publish it, maybe come back to it later. I also like doing genealogy, and so I'm hoping that some of the stories that I have, maybe my grandchildren will be able to look back on and get a little glimpse of me and who I am and what I was thinking at the time. So I think it's writing is just wonderful, and so do it if that's something you've been thinking about.
Thank you. And Lori?
I would say follow your heart, and writers are notoriously different people. We're not the same as the rest of the world, so don't let anybody extinguish your spark.
Yes.
Keep it true to yourself. Keep it honest, and follow your heart. Follow your dreams. Don't ever give up.
I agree. Do you want me to go next or you?
Well, I'm ready.
Okay. Yay,
I just needed a moment.
Okay.
I had on my bucket list to write a book, and it had been on my bucket list for a long time, and I wanted to be published before I was 60. So I think I would say it's never too late to start, and it's never too late to finish. So there's so many opportunities out there to write, even if you're just writing an email. Make sure it's the best that you can do, and look for opportunities that help you grow as a writer, even if it's not writing a novel or writing a book, but your local newspaper, blogs. There's so many opportunities that don't waste any opportunity to grow as a writer.
That's so true. And I would add, Miss Sue, did you hear that? Because I'm always trying to tell her to write. She has these great stories, great stories. We have been at different conferences together and critique groups together, and not just Inspire Writers, but Mount Herman. And that opportunity, I would encourage you to reach out to others. Writing's kind of lonely because it starts in your head, which we really are normal, huh, Lori?
Whatever that means. No.
Yeah. In our own little normal writing way. But sometimes it can be lonely. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you don't have someone to share with. So I would encourage you to reach out. Because if you've been giving that gift, you really won't be able to ignore it. It's always going to keep coming back, and you'll think about it. Jot stuff down. I used to, if I didn't have paper and pen, I kept a napkin. One time I wrote, person I saw at a bus stop, I wrote it in lipstick. And they made it into my novel, my first novel. It was just such an interesting person, and of course I changed it. And then I wondered about that person. What was their life? what is their background? And you get the opportunity, if you write fiction, to create it, and if you're writing nonfiction, to record it for history. And so, don't neglect the gift that's in you. That's what I would suggest and there's a lot of people out there willing to help you and listen, and critique groups, even just a critique partner. There's Inspire Writers in Sacramento. There's Writers Unlimited up in Calaveras County, Amateur Writers in Amateur County, and wherever you are, because we're all kind of spread all over the place.
There's a whole online community of writers.
And the younger generation seems to prefer that. Seems to prefer that. I'm more geared to the other. I like to meet in person, but that works just as good. So, and I'm thinking of some of the questions the kids ask, because I am telling you, I met very committed children with passion that just touched me, that just really encouraged me, because they're the future. They're the future. And so hone your skills, practice. And you heard what Carlita shared, that she felt her first article writings weren't that great. But you know what? The more you write, the better you get. The more you practice, just like with the sport or anything else. We don't just sit there and go, oh, look, come to me, here I am. We wish.
It'd be nice.
Oh, no, it doesn't come that way. Critiquing is a process, and it's work. Editing is too. But you know what? You come up with this finished product that is better.
Well, you have to give yourself permission to be bad.
Yes.
Because everybody starts somewhere. You don't start out on the basketball court immediately being able to shoot a free throw.
Yeah. And you know what? First drafts generally are your creative flow, and they're full of errors. Grammatical errors, structure errors. But it's that creative flow that just is something amazing, I think.
I think faster than I type, so I tend to miss words. And so it takes people, critique people going, is that really what you wanted to say there? I think you're missing something. And then you go back and correct it.
And I don't know about you ladies, but for me, it's not about the money.
No.
Not at all.
It's there because we were gifted. And it's a responsibility and a joy. There's joy in it, but that's also the work part is a responsibility. That's the reality of it, but it is also the joy of it. We're having fun. Like I said, you should have been here for the breaks. Okay, that's the real show. But can you leave something in parting? We have about 5 minutes. Just something wonderful that happened to you, or a mentor that helped you, an editor or a publisher or a friend?
I have to say that my critique ladies are the best part of my month when we get to meet. They're so encouraging, and that is what keeps me going. Not only the accountability, just knowing that I have to have something to submit to get critiqued, but also we have a lot of fun around our table. And just having friends that think the same way we do and can enjoy the process with me and celebrate successes is the best part.
And just for your information, 2 of them were on the show last month.
That's
Mary
right,
Allen
yeah.
and Michelle Murray.
Yeah, 2 of our other partners.
They play, they have fun. And writers know how to have a good time. I can be really serious. What about you? Has there ever been a mentor that really encouraged you?
Not necessarily a mentor, but when we were stationed in North Dakota, one of my English professors there was really encouraged me. My GPA was not the best, but when I got feedback on my papers in English from her, it was really encouraging, and so I still think about her today, just what she did and what she gave to me. So. And
then you give back. I'm thinking of Jerry Jenkins that I met before the Left Behind series came out my first year at Mount Hermon, who really and continued to be an encourager. He's a gifted mentor of writers. He loves the craft and he loves writing. He's a good writer, but he isn't just the Left Behind series. There's something deeper there where he encouraged me, or I might have not continued. And my father, who was a teacher, and I would have to say Sister Jane Golden at Mercy High School in Carmichael, California, who told me, "You're wasting your talent. Don't do that." Because I wouldn't publish in the literary issue. I didn't think it was important. And she kept trying to tell me, it's not just that you write it, you need to share it. And so at every conference I meet someone, or I can come alongside someone.
Right.
And someone in my critique group who is now in Sweden that I dearly miss is John Cluett. And what an gift from God to have him brought from Sweden. We got him for a couple of years, and he's permanently back there, sorely missed. I learned so much from him in the short time in our critique group, and I guess it was meant for him to go back across the pond and share with others. Oh, and his first book is coming out this summer. I'm so excited for him. So people are put in your path for a reason. We met for a reason. We were strangers at one point. Had not met any of us. And so if you take anything from the show, be encouraged. You can email us or contact us through the station, any one of us, and ask questions. And I think we'd all be happy to answer. And also, I guess, I would like to thank these ladies because they were so gracious about coming. Writers are not people on live TV, okay? Writers, we are the people behind closed doors at a desk with a TV screen and a dog or a cat and coffee or tea.
Or 3 dogs and a cat.
Yes, or an assortment of them. So, take it into mind, and if you are thinking about art or writing or filmmaking, photography, pursue it. I encourage you to pursue it, and you can contact the station anytime if you have questions for the show, Authors, Writers, Books, and Beyond. And so we're getting ready to wind down until next month, and I'm really looking forward to have you come back, and we're going to go to dinner and continue this. So we're going to say goodbye in a little bit, and again, this is Jane Daly and Carlita Cole Kelly and Lori Sinclair, wonderful gifted writers and amazing, I would call them warriors in the writing world. You could be one too. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.